This is the 2019 Hyundai Tucson Highlander, 1.6 turbo, 7-speed dual clutch transmission, all-wheel drive. So I'm just going to take you through just a brief overview of the vehicle, just from the exterior and also from the interior, and I'll tell you what my favorite features are out of the vehicle that's worth mentioning. Being the Highlander means that it's the top of the range, so it comes with all the bells and whistles. My apologies for the wind noise as well. It sounds like I'm recording this from a beach, but it's actually not. But yeah, it's just a bit of a windy day. Now, I'll probably start by mentioning about the glorious panoramic sunroof. You can tell it's got a massive glass panel on the roof section, and I'll probably show to you the from the inside of the cabin itself. The opening, it's absolutely gigantic. Probably one of the biggest I've ever seen compared to all the other SUVs panoramic roof that I've seen to date. Just going around the car fairly quickly. Now, probably one of the things that I really love about this vehicle is the rims itself. I mean, check out those glorious 19-inch alloys. Just looks really cool, and really goes together with the rest of the vehicle as well. Now, from the side and the back profile, I'm going to demonstrate to you one of the my other favorite features from the outside of the vehicle as well, which is how to use what's called the smart tailgate. Now, I've got my fob proximity key in my hand at the moment, and to open up the electric tailgate, you don't have to do the old kick your feet underneath the rear bumper motion or swipe it, or I do know that some of the manufacturers, you got to sort of like put your hand on the back of the emblem or whatnot to open up the electric tailgate. But with this smart tailgate, what you do is essentially have your proximity key close enough to the back of the vehicle, okay, without pressing anything, without doing any kick action underneath the rear bumper. So all you got to do is just walk up close enough until it beeps a couple of times, and then it will detect it, and it will automatically open up the electric tailgate, which is a very smart and probably user-friendly features as well, I would say, because I don't know if you've come across a scenario where you've got your hands full with groceries, whatnot, and you just need to get into the back of the vehicle, but you can't really do some acrobatic stunts with your feet, or have your two hands sort of like holding the rear badge or whatnot. So all you got to do is just walk up to the back of the car, and it just automatically opens up the electric tailgate, which is a very cool feature to have. Okay, just walking slowly to the side profile of the vehicle again. Now, bear in mind that this TL Tucson, as they say, this was first released in 2015, so it's been around for quite a while. But this is the facelifted version, which probably came out in late 18, early 19. So a couple of refreshments, such as LED taillights, left, right, and center. Unfortunately, being that the car is not on at the moment, I can't really show you the taillights itself, or the headlights for that matter as well. But I can show you that it looks pretty good, especially for illumination purposes at night time, and also for cosmetic purposes as well. Okay, now let's get into the vehicle. Being proximity key, so all you got to do is just push that little black button on the door handle. Get in the car. Now I was going to show you the enormity of the panoramic roof, which is probably one of my favorite features of the vehicle. It is just absolutely massive, and what it does just allows a lot of lights into the cabin as well. So during the day you can really soak up the sun, and allows a bit of a light into the cabin. Okay, close the door. Here we go. Start the car. Now I have to say, not much worth mentioning in terms of the probably the dash cluster itself. As you can see, it's as I mentioned earlier, it's a 2015 model, so the instrument cluster is it's quite dated, unfortunately, but it is a very informative instrument cluster. So you've got everything, you know, it tells you the position of the vehicle, and also tire pressure monitoring system, with each individual tire pressures being on display at the same time, which is a very clever system. Yeah, but otherwise, yeah, everything else is pretty straightforward. Up on the right here, these are your functional buttons, if you like. So you've got the electric tailgate, diff lock, lane keeping assist, traction control off button, blind spot monitoring, and also the instrument cluster illumination light control. Now, probably worth mentioning as well is the Infinity sound system that comes standard with the Highlander specification, which is really good. I do appreciate a very good sound system in any motor vehicle, so that's a plus point. Android Auto and Apple CarPlay comes as standard. Automatic dual climate control, and also the Qi wireless charging pad just on the lower section of the dash there. Just on the center console here, auto hold function, so you don't have to have your foot on the brake when you're stopping at the traffic lights, which is a very convenient feature, if you like. Yeah, that's about it really. Otherwise, there's not much more worth mentioning. The rear sorry, I lost my words there. Rear view mirror, which is automatic dimming as well, which is really good. And yeah, that's about it. Obviously you would expect you know, full beautiful leather trim as well in the Highlander model. Yeah, that's about it. So if you've got any questions, please feel free to leave me a comment. I do work for the manufacturer now, so I do represent the western region here in WA, in Western Australia. I'm the new area sales manager for the region. So feel free to drop me a line if you like. Just write me a comment or whatnot if you need some further information on any of the Hyundai products. And of course, you know, I can hook you up to a good deal. I'll make sure I'll give you I'll make you an offer you can't refuse. But yeah, otherwise, if you've got any questions about the features of the vehicle as well, or any of the Hyundai range for that matter, drop me a line as well, and I'll catch you at the next quick review. Cheers.